I'm happy to know that you are working on yourself, that you want to develop your skills, and that you are here and you are dedicated to work and to become future leaders. I want to say that nothing is impossible, especially for girls, especially for Uzbek girls, because I'm one of the girls achieved something in life. So that's why I believe that everyone sitting here will become a leader, maybe not in IT, but in technology, in other spheres. But I see in your eyes that you are the future of our community, the future of our society. That's why good luck. I believe in you, and I have some short video of IT Park. It's something like motivation for you, that you should believe yourself.
Qanday qilib IT sohasida bunday yutuqlarga erishdingiz?
Birinchilardan bo'lib, menga ota-onam ishonch bildirishdi.
IT bu nima o'zi? Kompyuterni sozlaysanmi?
Qizim, qanaqa IT? Qiz bolaga xos ish topsang bo'lmaydi. O'qituvchimi, shifokormi? Unaqa desani qachonsizmi?
Atrofimdagilar ham meni qo'llab-quvvatladi.
Nima deysiz endi, havola ham qiling.
Assalomu alaykum.
Va alaykum assalom. Qizimiz IT'da o'qiyotgan ekanlar.
Voy, suvchi kelayotgan ekanmi o'zi?
Bilmasam.
IT'da o'qigan qiz kimga kerak?
Voy, gapirmang. Nima deysiz endi?
Doktor bo'lmabdi-da.
Voy, gapirmang.
Akam ham har doim ishonch bildirgan.
Notebookini eshittir, undan ko'ra bor, bizga choy damla.
Qolaversa, do'stlarim ham har doim men tomonda bo'lishgan.
Aytma sen qiz bola bo'lsang, balki harbiy ham bo'laman dersan.
Ha, to'g'ri. Bema'ni pul bilan boshini og'ritib nima qilasan? Undan ko'rasi mana mana retseptlar kitobini o'qigan. Kecha shunaqangi mazali ovqat tayyorlashni o'rgandim.
Turmush o'rtog'im ham eng qiyin paytlarimda so'ncha bo'ldilar.
Ovqat hali ham tayyor emasmi? Yana dars qo'ysanmi?
Atrofdagilar sizga ishonishga majbur emas. Eng muhimi o'zingizga bo'lgan ishonch. Shunda hamma orzularingizga erisha olasiz.
IT Park xalqaro xotin-qizlar kuni bilan tabriklaydi. Har bir qizga o'ziga ishonishni va nima bo'lishidan qat'iy nazar orzulariga erishishini tilaymiz.
Next speaker, our specialist and founder of IT community in Uzbekistan, Shavkat Karimov.
Okay. Yes. Why not? Okay, so hi. Super happy to see you guys, girls and guys. I see some guys as well. All right, next slide, please. So, what is this? No, go back.
Yeah.
Verschlimmbessern. Who knows what this word is? Verschlimmbessern.
Seems like a Scandinavian.
Some Scandinavian word. You're close. It's German. And what it means is that, next slide, please. It's when you honestly try to improve things, but unfortunately you fail and you make it even worse. Next slide. That's gonna be your job most of the time. So that's how we work in IT. We really try to improve things all the time, but many cases when we actually fail. And that's not really a big issue because that's how you will learn things. You see, from the theory you don't learn that much. From practice even you learn, but not as much as from mistakes. So don't be afraid to have mistakes. It's okay. If you fail, it's normal because that's how you will learn and how you will grow. Now, I have a warning for you. It's not going to be easy. The starting is not going to be easy, but then once you finish and you go start working, it's going to be hard. I'm telling you, it's going to be really hard. It's not going to be easy. And so it's going to be like this. So you read some documentation or something online. You'll ask your question why, like why is this way, not the other way. You'll ask why again, and then you'll understand. It's never going to be very simple. So you'll see some hidden bugs, missed features, tons of to-do things, duplicate code, and many other things. Documentation, Stack Overflow is going to be your biggest friend. It's a website that gives a lot of answers to different coding questions. And also there's AI, ChatGPT, GPT-4 now, that will help you write code. So use these kind of tools and networks. So if this doesn't scare you, then maybe this will. Next one, please. The teacher says, I only slept for 5 hours. Doctor says, I only slept for 4 hours. The student says, I only slept for 3 hours. And then you will say, like, you guys sleep? Like, what the heck? Said this guy. So if still didn't change your mind to go to IT? No, you good? Yeah. Okay. Should I talk about motivation now, right? Motivation. Okay, sorry. Because I thought I should demotivate you. So here's, okay, motivation. Okay, motivation. Okay, let's do it. So, mainly, next one, please. Why IT is so cool? Let me tell you. First of all, automation. So, anything can be automated in life. Anything. Absolutely. You go to construction, you go to agriculture, go to healthcare, you'll be able to automate things. This is the power that you'll get once you become an IT girl, right? So that's super, super important. Second, I always bring this example of scale. If you work on Windows, like this is this Windows or is Apple? Oh, shit. Should be Windows. Okay, next time, just throw it away and bring some PC. But if you work on Apple or Windows, doesn't matter. Windows is just like 1.4 billion devices. Apple is like somewhere there. But 1.1 billion devices. Imagine you change something on Windows, 1 billion people are affected. Right? They can hate you, they can love you, but you influence them. So that's the scale, huge scale. Even if you work for Apple, and God forbid, or Google, right, or anything else, you have the scale. Facebook, right, 2 billion users. Instagram, 1 billion users. LinkedIn, 850 million users, but high quality users, right? C-level, senior level. And of course, you'll make more money than anybody else. Used to be bankers, lawyers, doctors. Not anymore. It's IT. IT rules the world. And of course, guys, right? I see many of you are not married, too young. So IT guys are cool. Why they're cool? Next slide, please. They're smarter than other guys. Like look at Nurislom, for instance. They make more money than other guys. And they don't even look at other girls, right? Because they're too busy writing code. So best guys. Next one. So, but if you can't figure out, so some of you just be ready. Some of you will think that coding is tough, right? It is tough. I don't know how to code. So for me, it was tough. There are many other professions that are easier, but also in high demand. This is the list, project manager or product manager or program manager, data scientist, UX designer, digital marketer, IT recruiter. IT recruiter, by the way, is a very feminine profession in IT. Because it's about relationships, it's about finding talent for companies. So something you'd love to do. Copywriting, QA testing, and SEO. SEO is my field, search engine optimization. All of these are in high demand, very well paid. So if coding is not for you, don't freak out. There are many other things you can learn. And Albison guys will teach you some of those as well. But they'll start with programming, obviously, because that's in highest demand. Right? What is the best way to predict? Don't move anything. What is the best way to predict your future? Who can tell me? Do something today. Do something today. I love it. Very good. To rephrase is to, next slide please, is to create it, right? Do it by yourself, you're right. Right? So the best way to predict the future is to create it. So you're creating your future right now. Next slide. What is the best time to start in IT? Anytime. Anytime now. Oh, you're wrong.
As early as possible. Yesterday.
As early as possible. Yesterday. Next slide. It was a long time ago. Next slide. But the next best time, you're right, is now. So you did the right thing. Next slide, please. You did the right thing. Good decision. And you're doing it at the right time. Right? So you're doing it right now. If someone tells you you can't do it, don't worry about that. I'll tell you why. Because there are two types of people. I'll do this, but I like doing this. Oh, actually, it works, right?
No.
It should work. Okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. So I'll tell you why. Give me the next slide, please. Because there are two types of people who will criticize you, who will tell you that you can't do this, right? That you can't do this. Give me, don't move anything. Yeah. Give me these types of people. Who will tell you you can't do this? Who are those people?
Jealous people.
Jealous people, very good. Other?
Don't believe in themselves.
Yes, very good, very good. And
Lazy ones.
lazy ones, not bad.
People who failed to do that.
Very good. Who failed? So you gave me the two types already. So the first one, who are afraid to try, right? Who can't do it by themselves. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they just can't do it, right? Like you said. And the second ones, who are afraid that you will succeed. That video that Makhliyo just put, right? About the brother, the family, the neighbors. They all don't believe in her because they are afraid she will succeed and become even better, more influential, right? More cooler, basically cooler. As Ray said, it's on me. Next one. How do IT people respond to criticism? Don't need to answer, I'll tell you, because it depends. If you're junior, if someone criticizes you, right, you do it differently. You hear them, you change stuff. If you're at the middle level, you ask them to be constructive, right? Constructive feedback is when they offer something instead. And then if you're senior, you just tell them where to go, right? It's like simple. Reach that level. So how would you, speaking of levels, by the way, how would you improve your level? First of all, now you're starting to study, learn new things, so please study as well as you can, learn as much as you can. And second, this is our IT community. Nurislom is in my team. And Furkat, I saw him, Furkat is here as well. We're the team. And Makhliyo helps us a lot from the IT Parks and our partner. So join our community so you get help. So we'll do our best to help you. So this is the QR code. This is the link if you want to go. I'll give you a little time to make a photo. That's it. And now, next slide. So just want to end. I'm not finished yet, don't worry. But I want to end with this nice quote. So do what others want today. So tomorrow you can live the life that others can't. Okay? So what your effort today to learn IT, it's very difficult. You know, I started with this. Will end up that many of you will be envy, will be jealous, right? To be like you, but they can't. Because the best time was a long time ago when you started. Okay? Next one. Another quote from Mahatma Gandhi: live as if you were to die tomorrow, but study as if you will live forever. Study that way, okay? So it's forever. We need more girls in IT. Why? Next one is why. Yes, why? And I'll tell you why. You don't need to worry about it. Because you look better. It's so obvious, right? You look better than us. I'll even give you an example. Let's try one more. This is IT girl, this is IT guy. Right? They're typical, by the way. Yeah, they're smart, yeah, but they look like shit. They don't look well. So next one. So, but seriously though, we need diversity. We need different views and different backgrounds. You bring it, because you know when I speak a lot right now. Most of the guys, you know, I've been somewhere here. I think it was you, right? Remember, it was just you, yeah. And then nobody else, and then I think there were no girls. I think you were. There were like 2-3 girls maybe. There were cases there were no girls, or there was just one girl. When you were in my other class at Sumbula Khasanova, right? I just, yeah, my memory is very cool. Anyway, so background. And next one, the final one. You notice, right? Don't quit, but do it. Okay, do it. All right. So welcome to the world of IT. I hope you enjoyed here. Best of luck to you today. Thank you.
Actually, there should be more speakers, but there is something happened, and there are other conference. They went to other conference, but they made a video, and I will show them.
Здравствуйте, дорогие девушки. Меня зовут Дора Атадjanova. Я являюсь основателем компании Teodora и сооснователем компании Dalatek. К сожалению, я не могу присутствовать сегодня с вами на мероприятии, потому что я нахожусь в Казахстане. Как раз-таки здесь тоже проходит IT-форум Techno-Woman, и я представляю Узбекистан. Очень тяжело дать совет девушкам, не зная историю каждой, потому что на самом деле каждый из нас проходит свой индивидуальный путь. И дать один общий совет всем довольно тяжело. Поэтому я, наверное, больше буду исходить из своего опыта, через то, что мне пришлось пройти, и, возможно, кому-то это будет полезно. Ну, в первую очередь я хочу сказать, что главное отличие между мной и людьми, которые когда-то хотели открыть свою компанию, хотели открыть свое дело, я замечаю, что главное отличие между нами — это страх перед провалом. То есть обычно у людей есть прям какой-то очень большой страх, что, не дай бог, что-то там не получится. Вот, и они думают, что они готовятся к тому, что там что-то улучшать свои знания и так далее, и так далее. На самом деле, когда вы уже предприниматель, вы относитесь к провалам совершенно по-другому. То есть провал — это неотъемлемая часть роста. Да, будут фейлы, я вам обещаю, фейлы будут всегда. Поэтому на самом деле ваша главная задача — стартануть как можно раньше столкнуться с провалами, потому что именно на провалах вы будете учиться. Кажется, что это какие-то общие советы, общие слова, на самом деле нет. Это действительно практика. Чем быстрее вы пройдете через провалы, тем сильнее вы станете, и тем успешнее будут ваши следующие проекты. Это, наверное, один из советов, которые бы я хотела посоветовать. Второй совет — это: если у вас есть хоть какая-то возможность путешествовать, если вы можете что-то накопить и куда-то полететь, как, скажем так, как руководитель IT-проекта, да, если вы хотите создать свой стартап, это необходимо. Я имею в виду путешествовать в другие страны. Это есть необходимость, потому что когда вы находитесь внутри одной страны, вы лимитированы, вы не видите на самом деле, какие нужды у ваших будущих пользователей, или же какие конкуренты уже существуют на рынке, или же вообще актуально ли, кроме как в вашей стране, актуально ли это решение в других странах. Поэтому очень важно вообще в целом проверять, скажем так, форумы, IT-форумы мировые, международные, проверять, смотреть, присматриваться, куда вы можете, например, осилить эту поездку, да. Сейчас уже есть лоукостеры, сейчас уже есть, можно как-то бюджетным способом попутешествовать, можно собраться с ребятами и вместе поехать, какие-то расходы шерить, но это очень важно. Ну и, наверное, такой третий совет, который я посоветую, причем вам легче, скажем так, применить этот совет, нежели там людям нашего возраста, да, я посоветую вам создавать комьюнити, держаться за это комьюнити постоянно, активно участвовать в них. К сожалению, это тоже большое различие, которое я вижу, когда летаю. В Казахстане, например, очень сплоченная комьюнити. Они все друг другу помогают. Почему важно быть в комьюнити? Потому что каждый сталкивается с проблемой, и почти все сталкиваются с одними и теми же проблемами. Но когда вы сталкиваетесь со своей проблемой, вы можете, когда вы ее решите, вы можете рассказать другим, как ее решить. Это тем самым другие сэкономят время. И то же самое наоборот. То есть, если ваши, скажем так, согруппники в комьюнити тоже сталкивались с этим, они вам скажут: ой, подожди, вот такое решение. И вам не надо тратить на это время. С командой работать намного легче, нежели быть одному. К сожалению, в Узбекистане пока нужно расширить. Возможно, именно ваше поколение сможет изменить ситуацию, и у нас комьюнити будет намного активнее, чем оно есть на сегодняшний день. Это 3 совета от меня. Я надеюсь, они были полезными. Но на самом деле ответы на все вопросы у вас самих. Поэтому действуйте, ничего не бойтесь. Дерзайте, планируйте, узнавайте каждый день что-то. Да, удачи вам.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right, good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's talk about our company. So we are a young company. let's show our big team. Here we are, please come to the stand. This is my partner Furkat. We have started this small company. Please come. Why you're shy?
Very shy because I see people.
Yes. So with him, we have here we studied a master's degree and created own company, which is called Albison Academy. Actually, we have a huge team, but there are many of them from regions, and they left, and that's why we have here only 5 of us. So actually. From when we just started, it was really hard to find good coders, and with Furkat we decided to create a small academy where we can teach and prepare good candidates for us. So, and we have done this for free. Why? Because maybe you will explain why.
Of course.
Yeah.
First of all, my name is Furkat, and we begin this company in order to earn money. Actually, because it was the business, yes. That's why we decided to hire people, but we had a problem that most of them finished some courses and they have the great certificates, but with no knowledge. That's why we decided to teach people, and after we taught them, teach them all skills that we want, then we want to hire them. That's why we decided to create the academy, and in the same time we teach them and we do our projects. Most our projects are for international companies and for local also we have, and nowadays we switched our business model from working for others to working for ourselves. It means we decide to build our own startups. That's why we decreased the number of projects from the outsourced companies, and we increased projects that we want to do for our country, for our company, and for our people. Hopefully these projects, maybe some of you will participate in the future in these projects. And it is kind of story behind our company. And this is why we want to teach people. In the same time, we had a kind of gap in our company because we don't have, for example, QA testers at the beginning. Why I am speaking about QA testers? Because in the international companies, QA testers are mostly girls. It means they check the work of the developers and find kind of bugs. Bugs means kind of mistakes. The boys switch them, they click the button and it's okay, they move forward. But girls click about 100 times maybe, and they switch from one page to another. That's why they test better than boys. That's why we want to diversify our company, and that's all.
Yeah.
This is why we want to teach people. And this is our team, as Nurislom said, and the employees 12 nowadays in our company. Maybe we will increase the number of friends. We don't call the employee like this.
Yeah.
It's instead feedbacks. We don't call the employee, we call the friends and
our family.
Our family, because sometimes we live in one house. Yes. In order to finish our project. That's why most of them left the region, most of them working from the house, because we have the our friends, it means equal to employee. Friends who works from the home, because most IT people are introvert, that's why they don't want to speak in front of more people like me. That's why we are here only 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
And hopefully you will join in future to our team, and we would be very happy to give some knowledge and something useful in your future life. Maybe there is no requirement of the company that you should stay with us or you should work for us. It's completely free. If you want, you can leave to other company, because some of our members also work in the international companies also. In the same time, we work together with them. That's all.
Yeah.
Some of them your teacher.
Yeah, and Mr. Furkat, you know, and Mr. Braham, Mr. Alisher, and Mr. Dilshad. So they will teach you how to code. So, and let's start this program. You can sit and you will explain more about the programming as well. So,
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah?
How many of your friends are girls?
Only one. Only one.
No, you don't know, but there are more.
Yeah,
actually.
I know only one.
You know only one. But there are 3 girls who works on our projects, and that's why we are expanding right now.
I also have a question. What's the average salary?
Average salary?
I will answer.
Yeah, we will come to later. Yeah, about salary part also. Yeah, it was the main interesting part. So.
Okay, in this case, I will explain.
You will explain?
Switch.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I become programmer. Actually, first, who knows about programming? About 1%. Raise your hand. Many people. It means for newcomers, I will explain something that when you enter to this sphere, first you should choose your direction, because IT is huge. That's why there are main directions, main parts we can say. First is web development. What is web development? It's something, everything that related to websites. For example, you can open your browser, for example Chrome or kind of Mozilla, and you enter www.something, and the new page will be shown. And everything that you interact with website, it's web development. And second is desktop development. Desktop development, it's something you download, like Kaspersky antivirus, yes? You download and you install it to your desktop. Not interaction with the kind of browser, yes? It's desktop development. The third one is the kind of popular one is mobile development. Mobile development has 2 directions also, Android and iOS. Someone go to Android, someone go to iOS, and I will explain the difference by the way. And the last step would be artificial intelligence. It means AI and ML, deep learning, data analytics, and everything related to AI. Next. First, in this course, we teach you the web development, and we have the mobile also, yes?
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. After completing the format. And you can also explain.
You should click the start after 25 minutes.
I know.
Okay, we teach you the web development. Why? Who asked about the salary? Yeah, you. We are coming to that point. Web development has two directions also. Yes, here. We have the front end and back end. What's the difference between front end and back end? Who knows? Only one? Okay, many. Front end quick tips of front end. Everything you see on the page when you open the browser. Buttons, texts, color, and everything. And when you click some button or something, it interacts with the backend. For example, logic is backend, a view is front end. Okay, something logically happens. For example, you type your name and surname, name and password, and you click the button submit, yes, or login. These buttons are done from the side of the front-end developer, and when the password goes to the server part, and it compares the hash of your password and everything, the logic is backend. And we have the main technologies that we use in the front-end: HTML, CSS, and JS. It is first kind of step to the front end. The second is React, Next.js, and Gatsby. It's also technologies that we will use in the front end. Next one. I will speak about the salary a bit later. Sorry. Desktop development. It's one of the popular, but not popular as much as the web development. And if you want to choose the desktop development, you should learn the C# and C++, and you should have kind of math.
I wanted to ask, do you offer the lessons, classes on desktop development?
We will come to this question also.
Okay, sorry.
QA section at the end. Okay, next one. Mobile development. We have the mobile development also. Most people use Androids, yes. Most rich people use the iOS, iPhone. Yeah? Now, if you want to do apps for iOS, it means you should go to the iOS development of the mobile section. It means you should learn the Swift language. Swift is the programming language for the iOS. Okay. And if you want to be Android developer, it means you can do the mobile apps for Android mobiles. You should learn the Kotlin. It's also a backend language, and it's a kind of native language, we can say. But for startups, we have the kind of language or technology, we can say Flutter. Flutter, it's a cross-platform technology that you write in one language and you can use it in the Android and iOS. Nowadays it supports also desktop. Okay. Artificial intelligence, it is the last thing we will teach to people after we hire them and after they worked about 1 year with us.
Why?
Why? I will explain later. For artificial intelligence, it's a bit difficult. As a developer, I can say that it's not right choice if you want to enter to IT. But if you want to work with artificial intelligence, you should learn the Python, statistics, the most important thing, and math maybe. Next one.
Next one.
Why
web development?
Why web development? Firstly, it's for example, if we say, let's say in the Uzbekistan we have 20 companies, yes? It's last Just imagine. We have 20 companies and all of them works in one technology, that in one programming language, JavaScript, for front-end. For front-end, we don't have any other languages. That's why if you are front-end developer, or kind of, we can say web developer in the front-end section, you have chance to be hired by 20 company. It means easy to find job. The second reason why not from the backend, yes, for example, you can be good at in the logic, yes, rather than typing kind of front-end codes. It's difficult to start from the backend if you don't know the front-end part. Why? Because the backend people give information for the front-end people. If they don't know about the front-end and the technology, how to, for example, mapping information, how to show the information, they will have kind of give kind of uncomfortable APIs, we can say APIs, you will learn later, APIs for the front-end. That front-end developer would be, for front-end developer would be very difficult to work with that backend who doesn't know the front-end. That's why we started, we will teach front-end, and after that we will teach the backend for only to girls that they want to learn the backend part. After some time, if they want to switch to another sphere, we can say artificial intelligence, we will test them. If we think they are good enough, or if they think they are good enough, we will teach also the artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
who has the questions?
Let's revise by, if you want to ask about the parts and spheres, why we have to choose and why we have to start with web development, you can ask, and I will explain later our timeline.
Who has question? The salary.
Yeah.
Salary, it depends on the your level. For example, in the international level, all developers has 12 levels, but in general they have only 3 levels. For example, junior, middle, and senior. For example, juniors in I will say in Uzbekistan and in Albison maybe. In Uzbekistan, junior starts from the 500 USD maybe.
I don't think it's 500, it's like 2.
Are you junior? It depends on the that junior, because now I will tell you the hints to increase your salary. For example, and in Uzbekistan, for middle, it can be 1,000 USD, and for senior, unlimited. It depends on the how good at that senior. For example, someone gets minimum 3,000 USD. Someone gets, in some company, it's minimum 7,000. In Uzbekistan, I am telling. About Uzbek market in IT. Most IT companies in Uzbekistan doesn't want to work with the juniors. Because when you go to the kind of interview, they will ask you kind of portfolio and list of technologies that that company uses. As a developer, you can choose your work. For example, you can work remotely. You can work in companies. For example, if you have the LinkedIn who has the LinkedIn profile? Yes, many of them. If you, at the end of our course, maybe we will teach you how to increase the level of your LinkedIn in order to get more offers from international companies. Because international companies spend millions of dollars for R&D, research and development. It means they spend much money in order to find the right person. Right person, it means it can be you or it can be other people, that knowledgeable people. That's why they offer you kind of salary, they offer kind of workplace. Some of them offer the relocation to that country, and that's why it's very difficult to say the exact salary of the developer. I thought about it very long time. For example, yes, for example, you can say I am accountant, and if I say show me, you cannot show your skills, but the developer can show something, you know? And this fear will increase day by day. For example, do you know, who knows about the version of ChatGPT 4? 4, yes? For example, nowadays, it's calculating the text statements of the, not calculation, it explains everything about the text statement of the US government. It means artificial intelligence is telling what kind of taxes they are paying, what kind of expenditures they have, what kind of calculations they should have, they should implement, what kind of tax systems they should implement to their business, and what they should do in order to get kind of good results. That's why we are offering kind of maybe future job. Yeah. It's your way to choose something.
Yeah, I can make an addition. Actually, we wanted to start from March, but there are some circumstances, and this is why we are starting in April. Here, 3 months intensive course, and I really hope all you are ready to start. It will be really hard because you have to spend at least 5 or 6 hours. If you cannot, you don't have to join this course, and it will also include not just front end, we will teach about a bit computer science, how internet works, how APIs, and fundamentals of the IT. First, we will start from this, and we start coding. So, and April, May, June. So we hope till June. So we already this kind of experience in 3 months. It's real, but you have to spend your, you have to work hard, and you can be a real developer in 3 months. But it depends only on you. So after this, you can work with us, or you can apply to other companies. But if you want to be full stack developers, we will teach backend also, absolutely for free. Oh, okay, front end and backend. Can you go to
which page?
Yeah, previous. So many of you maybe don't want to go to coding, like don't want to be programs. As Shavkat said, there are tons of options like PM, product manager, project manager, and SEO. There are other options also. We will teach this. We are just now preparing with Shavkat the PM courses and other courses also. But first, you have to prove that you are prepared and you want to learn. Yes, and then yes, you can there is next. So front end, after completing front end, you can also learn back end with us. So in this case, you will be full stack developer. But if you want to be mobile developers like iOS developer or Android developer, we also have this course, so Swift and iOS courses also. And so that's all, I think. Just next one, yes. The last part, I think, the most interesting. Most of you are afraid, or most of you don't believe us. Why they just preparing for free, and do they have any result? And that's why we have invited from the previous batch. She wants to just share her own experience. Ms. Sumbula, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Hamaga. It's already evening time, right? Good evening. So first of all, let me introduce myself, and then I will continue my speech. So my name is Sumbula. I'm 20 years old, and I study at the University of 2IT. I think you know this university, right? And I'm a third-year student there, and at the main time I work two places. The one is Ministry of Construction of the Uzbekistan, and I'm a full-time programmer there. And the next, my second job is in Apex Pizza. I work there part-time from online. So the year ago, I was just like you, and I remember it was the same room, but on the third floor. I was sitting right there, and I wasn't a programmer, yeah, and I was like in between choosing my career, because previously I was English teacher, and I was going to change my career into IT, and I didn't know whether it suits me or not, whether I'm good at to be an IT girl. But the Albison and this course really helped me, I can say it. What I'm gonna say is, don't be afraid. And even if your career is very different from IT, I advise you to learn IT, because IT is the future. According to like a global financial kind of statistics, IT is going to take away like 65 million jobs from the world till 2025. It means like many jobs, like including teachers, accountants, and camera makers, or like even filmmakers, even writers, is going to be taken away, because if you ask ChatGPT to write you a good novel, it can write you a novel, and you can also tell like pages like, hey ChatGPT, write me like 3,000-page novel about something, about romance or something. It can write you a great novel. So the same as other jobs, like I heard like ChatGPT 4 can make even like movies. So that's why I really advise you to learn IT. And during your learning path, there would be so many difficulties, of course, like there would be times that you want to like give up. I also had some times like I wanted to give up, especially when it comes to like find a job. It was very difficult to find a job, because as he said, like nobody wants to hire juniors. Everybody wants to hire like middle plus level like developers, but they don't pay well, but they ask like juniors to be experienced, like middle. But there are some companies, like good companies like Apex Pizza, that hire you even though you haven't have any experience. I'm really thankful for this. My previous company, and I corrected him when he said like average, not average, like less salary, because my first salary was 2.5 million som. I was junior programmer. But when I got the like junior plus level, I got the job from Ministry of Construction, and they pay me well, of course. Like my salary there is 10 million som, and I love my like job there, because the like even though it's like governmental place, and there is stereotype like don't work in governmental place, they like put you in like so many projects you need to do, like writing or something. No, it's not. It's good working in like governmental place. Maybe it's because it's IT. it's related to IT. You don't have to write any documentary. You don't have to do some kind of documentary things. Even they buy you any PC you want. When I go there, they ask me what kind of PC you want, and I said, really, do you really buy me whatever PC I choose? They said, of course we buy your PC. So it means it's really good, right, for like governmental place. And there, of course, even though when you like got hired, it doesn't mean like IT is easy. You have to like sit in front of screens like 8 hours a day, and at the end of the day, my eyes really hurt. But I ask myself, does it really worth like to work in IT when I like have a back pain because I sit in front of screens whole day and my eyes hurt? But it really does worth it, because what we create in Ministry of Construction is like against the corruption. Like when like government or some kind of companies are building new like buildings, our program program will check the like results and like other things, whether the building is good, whether it's like suitable for like earthquake or something like this. So you see the result, like you are making some progress for your country. Everybody says like Uzbekistan something, Uzbekistan blah blah, but we can change it. Like I am creating something that really can change the future of Uzbekistan. And when I like realize it, I really feel lucky. I really feel like kind of content from my life. I'm making progress, and little thing, even I create little thing can like affect of the life of my maybe my grandsons or granddaughters. So it's really cool job to be an IT girl, and it's really suits for all women and girls, because sometimes when you feel not okay, you can work from home. There is such opportunity for you to work from home, especially when you get married and you have like children, something like this. And so it's very suitable for women. And even if your like age is like 30 or something, I encourage you to start to learn IT. I have a example for you. I know a man who is 45 years old, and he took IELTS 7.5 in a year. But I know other women who is at her 30s. She thinks that she's old to get IT certificate. No, you are not old. Look at that man. He's 45. He's taking 7+, and she's at her 30s. Why can't she take it? So it is the same thing in IT. Like you can learn IT at whatever age you are in, and it's the future, because everything is belonging to like PCs and everything is getting automated. So if you really want to like a good future for yourself, it is like good to learn IT.
Yeah.
May I continue? I haven't like finished it yet.
No,
okay.
It doesn't sign that you finish it.
So
speech was.
And yeah, one thing, I'm going to share my real experience in IT. So I'm there like my sphere is not front-end development. I'm not front-end developer, I'm back-end developer. To be precise, I'm server-side developer. I work with servers and I make data for front-end. But here in Albison, I studied front-end, and I'm grateful for it. Yeah, I also think that if I'm going to be back-end developer, why do I need front-end? But when I started working, I realized that I do really need it front-end, because, as I said, I'm a server-side developer and I make data available for front-end to show it to the users. As I know front-end, I know how to make it like comfortable, how to make my data comfortable to be written, by like front-end. It's very good, and sometimes you need to like inspect. Some bugs may happen on the like front-end side, and it might not be the mistake of like bug of front-end, but it might be the mistake of backend. So you need to inspect front-end and find the API, find the data that is coming from backend, and realize and find the bug. So that's why you really need front-end. Even though you wanted to be a mobile developer or a backend developer. Mobile development is also like similar to front-end development, and you also like some mobile apps also work with API. It means like they also work with backend. So that's why I also advise you to start from front-end, and there's other reason, I guess it's because front-end is very easy. At the beginning, it's very easy. If you want to start from backend, you get like overwhelmed. Well, what's going on actually? What I'm doing? But when you do frontend, you do realize, oh yeah, you see the result with your eyes, and you realize, yeah, I'm doing something because I see the result. But from the backend, you don't see the result from the very beginning. Of course, you only realize your result. That's why it's good to start with web development. From my other experience, IT is working with thousands of clients. When I worked in Apex Pizza, I only created project for only the residents of Tashkent, because Apex Pizza is only available in Tashkent. So if I create project, the project is going to be used only the residents of Tashkent. But at the Ministry of Construction, the project we are creating is being used by the whole Republic of Uzbekistan. It means we work millions of data, and those millions of data related to whole Republic. So that's why I got very bad experience. I really want to share. We have a database. If some of you know what is database is where your data is stored. Like passport data that you study somewhere, everything about you is stored in somewhere. So we have a database in Ministry of Construction that is consists of all the data that builders who are guilty of something, and they going to be there charged for suited for only suit. We have a data, and those table consists of millions of data, but one day they asked me to change the stats of one row, only one person, data that relates to only one person, but I updated partially. It means I updated the stats of whole millions of people's status. And I was in a shock, because that data was related to whole Republic, and every builder was guilty of something, even though they were not. So my PM or project manager was in the Oli suit. He was attending suit jarayonida edi, and so he called us. What's going on? Everybody's data in a suit. When they open the page, there are thousands of millions of people that was charged for guilty. And I was in a shock, I didn't know what to do. And we have a senior developer. He came to me and he asked me, what did I do? And I said, I updated all the stats of all people. And he said, oh, calm down, we have a log table. So we had log table. Log table is called we have a real table that contains all data, and we have a log table. It's a copy of the original data, but it's stored it contains all history of the data. So we updated the real table with the log table and we solved the problem. So
still working?
Yeah, yes. I wonder why. Yeah, I still work there, and our project manager came after the suit, and he asked me, like, who did it? He asked us who did it. I was raising my hand. I did it, and he said, likely you did it. If someone else did it, I would like socar them on the head. So, and I said, oh, likely I'm a girl. What I'm going to tell by sharing this story, like there will be times like this, and you would like no idea what to do, and you really want to give up, but there's always be a solution to all your problems. Yeah. Just you need to like calm down and think deeply to find the solution to your problem. IT is really interesting, as you said, as you see, even though it really looks like a horrible thing, but it is interesting. This is one of the reasons why I choose to be an IT woman, because since my childhood I really like math. I really like solving problems, because when I solve it like any mathematical problem, I feel some kind of feeling like relief, and I didn't know like that relief can be got from other like things like IT. You know, you cannot be mathematician forever if you are not a teacher, but you can feel that content like solving a problem feeling from IT. You will get like tons of problems, and you will find the solutions for it, and when you find the solution you feel really like kind of feeling that nothing else can give you. And also it's high paid, like IT is high paid, and you will never like be afraid of losing your job, because you will always find a job. And other thing is IT means you can work any sphere. Okay, today I'm working at the ministry, but what if tomorrow I want to work in bank? Yeah, there is a like job from bank. Like a couple of weeks ago, I got the offer, like they find me through LinkedIn, Hamkor Bank, you know it? Like Hamkor Bank find me through LinkedIn, and they offered me a job to work there, but I didn't, because I loved my work in Ministry of Constructions. But if like months later, if I want to work in bank, I have a job there. But if like sometimes I want to be a teacher, you can be a teacher, like you can teach IT. But if you want to work like pizzeria, like Apix Pizza, oh yeah, there is a job for IT girls or ITionics for everyone. It's like you can work any sphere. If you want to be finance, there is a job from Solak or from financial like ministry. There is a job for IT. IT people. So it means you can work any sphere. Even you can work in a medical sphere. You can create applications for medical sphere. I know one of my friends who is creating like I don't know what kind of project, but he's creating project for stomatology, kind of stomatology company. It means you can work in a sphere you want. So don't give up, learn, and I encourage you to attend this course. The year ago I was just like you, and I'm still like you. I'm just a simple girl who just have a work in IT. And I remember it was Ramadan time, right? During the Ramadan, and it was really hard to like, after the university, I had to come here, and I was like fasting. It was really hard, but like.
This course also near to Ramadan.
But I didn't go up, because back then I read one quote. It was said like 6 months of consistency can really change your life. That quote really like affected me, and I said, yeah, if I like work in one, like hard work in one sphere like 6 months consistently, without any breaks, without any like distractions, yeah, I could achieve something. That's what I did. I started like in May. It was in May, right? Or April. I started from April, and I ended it September, and in October I got my first job. So it means like the year after this, if you don't give up, if you study, if you really work hard, you can also like be like me and have a job and be grateful from your life. So,
And moreover, she's ready to teach.
yeah.
Yes.
In
this year.
summer, I'm going to do volunteering here in Albison Group. I would like to teach you Golang because I'm a Golang backend engineer. If you want to like pursue your career as a backend engineer like me, I can teach you Golang during the summertime because. As you see, I study right now and work 2 places. I don't have time right now, but in summer I will have some free time. So I will do teaching if you like to learn Golang.
If you complete front-end course, of course.
Of course. I don't accept anyone who doesn't know front-end.
Okay, thank you so much.